It's the Ready Life 7 Days of Christmas, where you can skip the gadgets and give the gift of preparedness on a budget. In day 2, you'll find practical gifts that'll keep your loved ones warm and powered up when the grid goes down.
One really nice economy gift option is rechargeable batteries. We did some research on this, and these turn out to be one of the best bangs for your buck. And I was a little skeptical, I must say, because my experience with rechargeable batteries hasn't been great in the past. I have been really impressed with these. And if you have these, you need some way to charge them, and this little charger here is really nice. It can charge AA's, AAA's, C's or D's. You can see it conforms to the length of the battery, and you just pop it in there. It's green if it's fully charged, red if it's charging, that sort of thing. And it's powered with a USB-C plug or the old, what was it, mini USB, something like that. Anyway, a couple of different options, USB options for plugging that in and charging it.
Okay, so another cheap option or economy option for Christmas would be a ferro rod and flint and steel, basically. So this one is just a really small pocket one. So it has a paracord on it, and you can easily slip it into your pocket and just carry it with you everywhere. So this would make for a really excellent stocking stuffer item, or just a more economy option. Also, there's the larger, what is this one? The Strike Force.
Yep.
Ferro stick.
I've used these for decades.
Yeah, I think this one is one of yours, isn't it? Anyway, so just, it throws a really nice bright spark. And this is a really nice option because this one will actually, it has a container on the end where you can keep some tinder to start fires with if you were in a survival situation. So,
and we'll actually show you how to make that tinder that's in there in the DIY section at the end.
Yes.
For some medium-priced options, one is this solar lantern. This thing, we have been so impressed with it. It's got a little solar panel on the top where it can charge. No, it's not super fast, but it does charge on a sunny day. And not only is it a lantern, but this also serves as a small battery pack, because you can plug in a USB cord there, or a USB cord. You can charge it with a USB-C, or you can plug in the bigger USB type of cord, and you can power other devices off of the battery on this. So you can recharge it with the solar and power other things, or have a light. And it's quite inexpensive, and it's held up pretty well. This is one that we've been impressed with. And so the link is down in the description for this.
All right, another medium option would be, let me pull out a small battery power bank. So this one here, we've been using this one to charge our phones, and I think you even used it to charge your laptop, right? Let's turn it on.
Yep, use it for the laptop. Don't even have to turn it on, just plug it in.
Oh, okay. He's used it. I actually haven't. But it's really nice. Small and compact. You can easily throw that into a backpack or your purse, and have a easy power option. This one has 74 watt hours on it.
It's a good bit of capacity for the size.
Yeah, and the reviews were really good that I found online, and our experience has been that it's held up really well.
Yeah, it's been impressive. So speaking of batteries, though, this is such a handy device for organizing your AAA's, AA's, C's, D's, 9-volt batteries, and even your little lithium batteries, like for hearing aids and things like that. It is, and it's surprisingly inexpensive too. So you've got, all the different types of batteries there. This is just a really, really handy option if you're tired of mass disorganization. Here's more on this side.
Oh, these are all the AA batteries here.
It holds a ton of batteries. It's up to 180 batteries in this thing. And so that's a really nice option.
All right, so the next thing on the list is the PRI-G and PRI-D. I'll let you tell them about that.
Okay, the PRI-G, as you can see, it's
almost
kind of empty because we use this one more than this one. But anyhow, this stuff is amazing fuel stabilizer. We've used this for decades. And if you're not aware, fuel can go bad surprisingly fast. In the industry, it's known that fuel can go bad in as little as a few months under the wrong conditions. So this stuff can, we have personally stored fuel for up to 6 or 7 years with using PRI-G, and that was in hot, humid conditions. A little bit goes a long ways, and I highly recommend this stuff.
Be a great Christmas gift, honestly.
Yep.
All right, to keep your family warm, wool blankets are a really great Christmas gift option that you can give your family. We actually bought a large package of these, and we use them for everything all around our homestead and our home. Now, we just recently learned that these wool blankets, a lot of them will come with fire retardant on it. So if you get a wool blanket for your family, just throw it in the washing machine and wash it with like half a cup of apple cider vinegar, and that will strip the chemicals off of the wool blankets, and then they'll be ready to go. Or you can also get this wool blanket, which does not have any fire retardant.
And it's a nicer blanket too.
It is a nicer blanket.
Yeah.
It looks like it might be a thicker quality material, but honestly, these have been really nice.
Yep. And one more product in this price point is these gas cans. Now, I don't know if you've had this experience, but I've gone through so many gas cans that were just junk. I hated the nozzle, the container didn't hold up, whatever. These, I have personally had many years of really good service out of these no-spill containers. And the nozzle up here, it is really airtight. If you see right now, it looks kind of enlarged. That's because I brought it inside and it heated up. That's how tight this thing is. It hasn't allowed the fumes to get out. And so these are highly recommended by me personally. I've used them a lot, and link is down below.
First thing on the list is a battery pack. This actually is the battery pack that we have used for
6 years.
6 years, yeah. Mm-hmm. And it has been durable and tough. And this one actually has an inverter in it, so that way you can plug in a 3-prong plug in here. But it's got the USB, and it also has wireless.
That's the big differentiator between these two. They're actually a fairly similar
battery
capacity
size
of battery, except this one will only charge USB devices, whereas this one will charge USB or your regular plug up to 100 watts, I believe the inverter is. And it also can charge wirelessly if you place your phone on top, if you like to do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just a really good build quality, high quality. This is more of an economy model. It, I think if we're careful, if we treat it with respect, it'll hold up for a while. But we know that this one, we've carted it all over the world, and it's held up really, really well. But it's spendy too.
It is spendy. Yeah. It is spendy. And because it's spendy, there are some other options that are in the same price range as this 74 watt hour, 73 watt hour battery.
Yep. And that would be like the Jackery Explorer 240. And it is actually 256 watt hours, has a 300 watt inverter on it. You want to make sure that you go with the V2, the version 2, because it's got a longer lasting battery on it. But this would definitely be a lot more capacity than this, and at a somewhat similar price point. The disadvantage is that it's a much more bulky item. This is so tiny, you can just slip it in your computer bag or whatever. And then, of course, the next step up would be
a generator.
Yeah.
And I'll let you tell them about the generator too.
The generator doesn't have to be a huge, massively expensive thing, because for most folks, if you're thinking about your kids or your grandkids or somebody like this, and you don't want them to be in a really bad position during a power outage, it doesn't usually take a ton of power to do that. Yes, if they're trying to power their HVAC system for heating and air, yes, that's going to take a lot of power. But for a lot of folks, they're just trying to keep their refrigerator or their freezer from, all the food in there going bad and things like that. And so it doesn't take a massive generator to do that kind of thing. And so something like this Honda EU 2200, Honda is a really good quality brand. We've had lots of experience for many years with them and had really good results. And these inverter generators are super clean electricity, and they are able to adjust the speed of the engine to where you're only running that engine as fast as it has to run for the amount of power that you're using, which means that they can go a massive amount of time on a small amount of fuel. So it's very, very fuel efficient, and they're a really good option. And in my opinion, I think they're surprisingly cost effective too, as far as, they don't cost as much as you might expect to pay for a Honda generator.
Moving on to stocking stuffers. One of my favorite. I love stockings.
Yes.
All right, so some stocking stuffer options. We already talked about the batteries.
Rechargeables.
The rechargeable batteries, which I know there's some people in this house that are hoping to find this in their stocking this year.
People, huh?
Some little people in this house. Although I don't know, some big people might not mind either.
This is true.
But another really great stocking stuffer would be some glow sticks. These are great for emergency light if you need something.
And another thing that you could do as a stocking stuffer for wintertime especially is hand warmers and toe warmers. Very inexpensive, but I mean, who doesn't love these when you're outside or skiing or whatever?
And it's instant heat up to 10 hours. So one DIY option is to create an easy neck warmer, or the other option is they can be used as door stoppers. So if you know how to sew, you can sew just a really nice long thin bag that someone could easily throw at the bottom of their door to keep the cool drafty air from coming in. Or if you're just wanting to do like a neck warmer or something like that, you can just get a old nice long sock like this, and I've got some rice. You can pick up some rice pretty inexpensively, and
For you.
I'm just going to wrap that around this opening. You want to pour for me?
Okay.
And we'll just
Tell me when.
pour the rice. Keep it going. Yep, keep going. Probably going to do most of that.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we've got that. And then just a little needle and thread, and you can, I'm just going to turn this inside out like that, and then just sew that closed. And then now you've got a nice neck warmer. You can throw this into a microwave and then bring it out, wrap it around your neck to help you warm up. So that's a really great DIY Christmas gift that you could do.
Okay, so you saw the tinder that we had in here. Well, this is the best fire starter I've ever seen for ferro sticks and that sort of thing. You can start a fire so fast. And we actually show all about this on a video. We're going to link it in our description. It's another video, short one, that shows how to build a fire with a ferro stick like this. But you can make that, you can make your own tinder there by using cotton balls and Vaseline, and you just work the Vaseline into the cotton balls, squeeze out the excess. I'm not going to get into all the details because it's in that other video. So if you take a look at that, we'll show you how to make your own. But this would make an awesome DIY Christmas gift for any young man or young lady that enjoys building fires.
And of course, this was what? How much was this? Like online, I think it was like $5 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So you pair that with a really inexpensive ferro stick or flint and steel, and you've got a really nice, cheap DIY option.
That's right. And if you want to see more gift ideas, be sure and click on one of these videos that's appearing now. And for links to everything, check the description.